Have you heard about volunteer in Germany, or you know about volunteer in Germany, or you have some questions? We're here to answer some frequently asked questions we got about the volunteer in Germany that will enable you to gain more knowledge about it. But before I dive into that, my name is Ojukwu Joy from Pedroles Global, and with me here is.
I'm Leko Aroshaye from Tejurole Global.
All right, thank you very much. So I'm going to go into the questions. The first question we have here is, what is the minimum and maximum age to participate?
Okay, so before we start, let me talk a little bit about what the volunteer in Germany looks like. In German language, we call it Freiwillige. So it
Right.
means you work, volunteer. You know, we normally have a whole lot of NGOs where people go to volunteer. So Germany make it a program, like a government program, where you can come from non-EU country to Germany to volunteer for organizations. So there are organizations, and what these organizations are doing, they are mainly to take care of elderly people, and also they take care of young children. So that's what they do. So this volunteer work is mainly about that. So and then concerning the age, though the volunteer program is in two different stages, we are not going to that today. But let me just say, at least from 18 years,
18 years.
yes, you can start from 18 years to no more than 30 years.
No more than 30 years.
So you can volunteer within that age range.
So you got that 18 to 30 years.
Yes, 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 approximately.
Okay.
Why there's other one, we call that one Buden's Fried Delegate. That one allows people of any age to volunteer.
What
But
about
let's
30?
focus on the one that's the
Okay.
Fried Delegate, the one that people from 18 to 30 can go for.
All right. The next question we have is, do I need to speak German?
Okay, yes, you need to speak German. A lot of people always run away from the language, but there's nothing you can do about it because this is the language they speak in the country you are going to. So we always advise people to learn it.
Okay.
So the requirements for viability is even the volunteer program is even the least requirement of German language, which is just the A1.
Just A1.
Just A1. So most of these organizations takes you once you are able to pass German A1 certificate, which is the least certification. So, but we always advise people to learn as much as they can. So
Right.
even if you have the German certificate, try to learn A2 if you can learn it, so that it will be easier for you when you get to work.
Okay. All right. The next question we have is, do I need prior experience or qualifications?
If you what you need majorly that we always advise people that want to go for this is they should have a little experience, whether you've worked where children are, probably in church or in organization, or you volunteer for NGOs that deal with taking care of elderly people, or NGO that take care of children, that do things with children. You understand? So that it won't be straight to you when you get there. So we always it's having a prior experience is one of the uh, things that they will consider when they are looking for people to give the opportunity to.
Okay. But what about someone that does not have any experience?
They
Can you
can still
still
they can still give
apply?
them, but we advise people with experience to apply more.
All right. That's good. All right. The next one we have is, what documents do I need?
You don't need much documents. Very simple. Like I said, your German certificate is very
Mm,
important, and then your any experience you have is also very important. If you have your SSC certificate, it's also very important. So those are the major things you need to
So,
show them.
okay. So BSc is not really
No.
necessary.
It's not necessarily you have a BSc
Okay.
certificate.
Okay. The next we have is, how long does the application process take?
Sometimes it takes time. After you have the German certification done, you do your submission and all. It can take like within 2 to 3 months for the process, for the whole process.
So when do you advise the person should start
The person
application?
should start 3 months ahead
Three
of the
months
plan.
ahead,
Of the plan, yes.
before learning the language,
No, no, no,
or
no, no, no. After learning the language.
after learning the
Yeah, they
language?
should. Language is also part of the process. So
Okay.
while you enroll in the language school, that means you started the process.
Okay.
You understand? So when you finish the language, then you start applying. Then at least give yourself like 3 months.
Okay. All right, that's fine. The next question we have is: do volunteers get pocket money or stipend?
They do, they do. So we have this. We have different organizations. There are organizations that cover the accommodation, feeding for them, and then they still give them stipends of around the four to around 200 plus to like 400 euros monthly. Some even do 500 euro monthly. Okay, so while we have some organization now, they are becoming popular now. They want you to have accommodation in Germany. So if you have someone living in Germany that can accommodate you, when they will ask you to go and get those accommodation information. So when you can send them the information of the accommodation, they immediately give you the opportunities, and you will still get stipend even
So
while getting your accommodation. So because they believe it might be probably due to shortage of accommodation, and also they believe that once you have your own accommodation, at least you solve part of the problem.
okay, so you're saying the volunteer in them does not cover the accommodation
For some, it does.
for some
So
companies.
from companies, some companies give you
Okay,
accommodation, while some
it doesn't.
doesn't. You understand?
All right,
Some, yeah, some require you to get accommodation yourself.
that's clear. Okay, the next one we have is: do I pay for accommodation or food? I think you just answered
Yeah,
that.
I just answered that. I
You
think.
have to pay for. So okay, for the food aspects,
Mhm.
will the company cover it, or you said some,
Mostly
right?
they do. Mhm.
Mostly they do.
Mostly they do. Mostly they do.
Okay.
Mostly they do.
So the next one we have is: do I need a block account for my visa?
No, you don't need block accounts. The block accounts, if you follow my videos, I've done videos on study visa. Those are the area you need block accounts. Yeah. Also, we also did video on Ausbildung program. We did on volunteer programs.
Yes. Okay.
Volunteer program. No, the one I'm talking about is not even the OPEC. You don't need a block account for Ausbildung. You need it for when you want to study, and also when you are going for a program. I've forgotten I will remember the name of the program now.
So you
Opportunity card. Opportunity
opportunity
card.
card.
Yes, if you are going for that, that's when you need
No
a
block
block
account.
account.
Okay. So we heard that no block account is required
Yeah,
for
you
the
don't need block
volunteer in
account.
Germany. So the next we have is health insurance included?
In the program, yes, of
Yes.
course, it's covered.
Does it
Yeah,
cover
it
health
will. Yeah,
insurance?
of course, the organization will most organizations, all
Okay.
of them, they always include your health is also part of their program. So your health insurance will be covered. They will make sure they cover
Okay.
the health insurance.
So the next question is, okay, I think we already answered it, but let me still say, is
Okay.
accommodation provided by the host organization?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, we have two different ones.
Okay.
Why some majority of them provide accommodation, why
Yes.
we have some like some people that if they want their program to get in faster, like you want them to take you faster, if you have accommodation you can let them know, oh, I have this accommodation in Germany. Oh, sometimes we look at it, oh, probably they have, maybe the companies already have a shortage of accommodation, and you now have an accommodation somewhere. Immediately you let them know, they might quickly give you the offer that, oh, just come
Okay.
and take it.
But is it going to be stated by the company if they offer accommodation or not?
Yeah, it will be stated. So it's when you go to the website of the
Okay.
company, you are going to
Okay.
see what and what they will cover for you. It will be there.
That's
Mm.
good. All right. The next one we have is: how long is the visa valid?
Yeah, normally it's 12 months.
12 months.
Yeah, but sometimes it can be extended to 24 months. But
Okay.
normally it's 12 months.
Extended to what kind of visa?
Oh no, what I'm saying is the same program you are is 12 months,
Okay.
but it can be extended if you need to be, you want it to be extended.
Okay.
They can extend, yeah, they can extend it for you for extra 12 months. But if you also, another thing I know you are going to get there is after the program, what's next? Are you going to be going back to your country or you are going to continue? I'm sure you are going to ask me that part.
Just save that one.
Okay, I have to save that part.
Yeah. So the next one is how many hours per week volunteers work?
Okay, so it's just normal working hour between 30 to 40 hours. Okay.
So can you do any other work aside like Gemini event?
During that time, you are not supposed to, since since everything you need has been covered, so that you will at least have enough time to work. So when you get to do
Is there break? There be
yeah, you are good. You're gonna have
so you have access to this.
you have whatever you want to do. Yes.
Next question we have is, can I take language courses during my volunteer year?
Yeah, so some of like that question now. So some of these organizations even have subsidized language training for you. So while you are doing the thing you are doing with them, you are still going to be learning German language. Some still give you these opportunities.
That's a good one. So the next question we have is, what type of volunteer work is available? Like, is it elderly care, school environment, or culture?
Yeah, mostly like you've mentioned, elderly care, school, and all. So that's how you mentioned, taking care of the kids and all.
So the next one we have is, do I need a certain level of German to participate?
I've mentioned that.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
A1.
A1.
In A1 level.
Minimum of A1. Maximum can be anything, or at least minimum.
But it's A1 level. So the next we have is, can I switch from a volunteer visa to a study or work visa later?
Yes, you can. Once you are done with the program and you want to do another thing, then you can do work visa, you can go to school and all that. So you are free to do whatever you want to do. Just don't be out of status.
So the next we have is, does time spent volunteering count towards permanent residence?
No, it doesn't. The major time that counts is probably you are working in Germany. You have, yes, majorly working in Germany when you are doing that.
So it doesn't count. So the next question we have is, can I choose a city or region where I volunteer?
Yeah, that's kind of dicey. Look at in this angle. Like I said, some give the accommodation. So they will only assign you to where they have accommodation.
Oh,
While some will tell you if you have accommodation anywhere where the organization is, they can post you to the place. So for example, let's say you have your accommodation in Berlin, for example, and also the company is in Berlin, they would only gonna post you to Berlin. But if, for example, now the accommodation is in Hamburg, for example, and the company is not in Hamburg, so it might be a bit. But once you have accommodation, and if, for example, now where you are staying is not going to be far to where the program is,
Accommodation.
then they can still give you have accommodation.
So are you saying that for the companies to provide accommodation,
Mhm.
they will give you a work that is close to
Close
where
to
your
where your
accommodation
accommodation is, yes, sir, so that you won't be stressing yourself commuting
is. What if
5 hours.
got the accommodation by
If
myself?
you get the accommodation yourself, then they will also look for a nearby city
Okay.
to your accommodation. If not inside the city, so it's going to be a nearby, whereby your movement will not be stressful for you.
Okay, okay. So the next question we have is it possible to extend my volunteer placement? You said it's possible, right?
Yeah, it's possible.
So yes, it's possible to extend it. The next one we have is, can I switch organizations if I'm unhappy with my placements?
Uh, Switching is a bit difficult, like I said. So whatever you want, you will be happy with it. So you have to be happy for the time being. But they give you a opportunity that after your program, you can now move to other things. But if you have a special, maybe that is consigning, you can write to the authority and they will take it off from there. Yeah, even the organization. If you don't want, probably you have issue with the city that you are, or you have issue with people you are taking care of, or something. They can reassign you to another place.
Okay,
Yeah, but
that's fine. So the next we have is, how early should I apply for my visa? I think we
I've
mentioned that
mentioned
already.
it's 3 months.
3 months ahead. Yes. The next we have is, can I stay in Germany after my volunteer visa ends?
I've also said that
So
you can
yes,
move
can.
to any other thing. Yeah.
So the last question we have here is, Are there holidays or paid leaves during the program?
Like I said, there are holidays.
Okay.
You understand? And during your holidays, you can do whatever you like with your holiday. Go and enjoy yourself. You can go do
Okay.
whatever you like. You understand? But you have holidays. We need to let you know that you are not going to work entirely.
All right.
Okay. So I think we are good, right?
Yes, we've
Okay.
answered all the questions. I think
Okay.
so. We're done answering the frequently asked questions we got from the volunteer in Jamie. If you have further questions, please reach out to us via any of our social media or send us a DM.
Thank you.
Okay.